Good morning, welcome back to the homestead. Today we are butchering the last of our meat chickens and figured I'd walk you through how we actually do that. First I'm going to show you the setup and then we will process a couple of birds together. So the first part is the chicken goes over here into our kill cones. We like to use kill cones just because I feel like it's a little bit more humane than some of the other methods. But we dispatch the chicken here and the blood goes into these buckets here. The blood we use on our compost pile, and if it's early in the season we'll dilute it and pour it straight onto our gardens. Once the bird has bled out, it comes over here to our water. The water is heated up to 150 degrees Fahrenheit and we dunk the bird for 30 seconds and this makes it where the feathers come off easily. Once the bird has been dunked for 30 seconds, it comes over here into our plucker, and this makes it really easy for all the feathers to come off. You do not have to have a plucker. We didn't have one when we first started and we plucked them by hand. It wasn't that terrible, but if you're doing many birds, you might want to invest in something like this. Once the bird has been plucked, it comes over here to the stainless steel table where I eviscerate the bird, and I really like these Outdoor Edge razor knives. They're razor blade knives that are replaceable, so I don't have to worry about sharpening a knife because I cannot sharpen a knife. I suck at that, so that's what I like to use. Once the bird is fully eviscerated, it comes over here into the cool water, which is just plain well water at the well water temperature. They sit in here for like a half an hour and then they come over into an ice bath where they will sit for a couple hours and cool down, and then we bag them and put them in our freezer. So as soon as the boys come down with the chickens, I will walk you through how we actually do the processing. So our first step is to come over to the kill cones here. Alright, chicken goes into the cone, and now on a chicken you want to slice on either side of the neck here with a sharp knife. I like to use these razor blade knives from Outdoor Edge, that way I don't have to worry about sharpening it. Once the neck is sliced, you want to wait until the chicken fully bleeds out, and it is going to move around and jump around a bit. That is just nerves. The chicken is no longer alive as soon as the neck is sliced. Alright, once your chicken is fully bled out, you're going to put it in 150 degree Fahrenheit water, and you're just going to dunk it up and down and get the water through the feathers for 30 seconds. And this is going to help the feathers come off really easy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can periodically check. They're not coming off real easy yet. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And see how they're just coming off easily. Now we're going to go over to our plucker. Plucker does most of the work. Still some feathers we need to pull off, but at this point it's pretty easy. Alright, so the next step is to eviscerate the bird, and we start by taking its feet off, and you can keep the feet. These make really good broth. Of course you'll want to clean them up really good. Okay, next we're going to take his oil gland off the back here. Flip the bird back over. We're going to pull out on the skin here and open the bird up. We're gonna loosen all of the innards from the top part of the chicken. You just wanna get your hand all the way in the back and around the heart and just pull everything out. And we're gonna take out the right and left lung. So there's one lung there. And there's the other lung. All right, so we're gonna take the intestine and we're gonna just move it over here. We're gonna slice down one side here, move it to the other side, slice down the other side of the vent there, and then we're just gonna slowly slice out here. All right, now we like to keep the gizzards here, so we're gonna put that on ice. Now on a chicken, they have a bile sac that is attached to their liver, and the bile sac is very sensitive. So we pinch it right at the top of the bile sac, and we do pinch and pull, and we just pull it apart. Bile sac is intact, and then we also have the liver and the heart there. And we're also gonna put that on ice. Everything else we put in our compost pile. Next, unfortunately, we had to feed our birds to be able to catch them this morning. So normally you would want to withhold food for about 12 hours beforehand so you do not have to deal with a full crop. But we're just going to make a slice and we're going to pull the crop out. And there is the crop. And then also we're going to put our finger around the windpipe and we're just going to pull and detach that. And once we pull the head off, the windpipe usually comes with it, but just pull the windpipe out in the head and goes in the compost pile. And now you want to wash your bird and put it in cool water. Our chickens will sit in the cool water bath for about 30 minutes and then we move everything over into the ice water bath where they sit for an hour or two and completely cool down before we bag them. All right, I'm gonna walk you guys through one more. And sometimes you don't pinch it in the right spot. Nothing got on our heart and liver, so we're good to go, but we're gonna clean this up and get it off our table because we don't want bile on our chicken. But that's what it looks like when you bust the bile sac. Looks like this one didn't get to eat this morning, so his crop is coming out super easy. Got the crop and the windpipe connected to the head. Now we just wash and put in cold water.